will be the bigger DFW sports star over the next 5 years? Will it be one Rain Dakota Prescott, or will it be Luka Dončić?
Well, that's an interesting question. And you held this for me, so I'm surprised, and now I have to think about this.
Putting you on the spot, Chop.
Okay, so the answer is Dak. Dirk was better at what he did than Tony Romo ever was.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't even come close. It was always Tony Romo. He's a Dallas Cowboy.
No, wait. Now back up. Now wait a minute.
Huh?
Dirk Nowitzki, 21 seasons, NBA champion, one of the 75 best players to ever play the game, not a bigger star than Tony Romo?
Not in their prime in this town.
Okay.
Right? Like if this is not. One's a Cowboy, one's not. Maybe that's a bad example.
Because I would think as good as Tony Romo was in his prime, Dirk Nowitzki was one of the great power forwards of all time and has had more success as a champion around here than obviously Tony Romo ever had as a player.
Yeah, this is a football town, man. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine it's not Dak. I can't imagine it's not Dak. If the Mavericks won the title, the night the Mavericks won the title, okay, if Tony Romo retired that same night, that would lead this talk shows, not the Mavs winning the title.
Oh, really?
I know. The next day we come on here and talk. We would talk more Romo.
Luka Dončić winning a championship.
If Dak Prescott retired the same night Luka Dončić and the Mavs won a title, we would talk more about Dak Prescott retiring.
Having not won a championship, nothing.
In the prime of his career, if he pulled a Barry Sanders, right, and just retired in the prime of his career. Again, I am totally like having to come up with these on the fly. If the Mavs win a title in June of 2025, 2023, let's do it next year, and Dak Prescott says, I'm going to retire, we're talking more about Dak retiring.
Wow. Now I'll say this because Texas, the DFW area, loves its football, okay? Loves its football.
I'm just saying here in DFW.
Yeah.
Now, Luka may be a bigger star globally. He may be a bigger star than the U.S. Yes, he might very well be. And that's probably likely. Globally, Luka Dončić is going to be a mega star. And Dirk globally is a bigger star than Tony Romo. I'm just saying right here in DFW. Yeah. If we're talking on a nationally, Dirk is far more respected than Tony Romo ever was.
Sure. Not
Not even close. Dirk's a GOAT. Dirk is a better player at what he does than Romo ever was. But this is a football town. Like, if you had to choose, who would you rather see win the title? Luka or Dak? Everyone is saying Dak.
And I think some of that is born from the fact that this Cowboys team hasn't won a championship in over 2.5 decades. And the amount of success that you would have as America's team's quarterback winning a Super Bowl for a championship starved franchise would be massive. And as you started to allude to, Luka Dončić's popularity around the world would dwarf that of Dak Prescott just because he already has a significant international following since the time he was 13, 14 years old when he was playing with Real Madrid and making his way through the pros on the Euro side of things, and now becoming a global star, not just in the NBA, who he will be, Luka Dončić, one of the faces of the NBA over the next decade. And also, if he continues to play in Olympic Games going forward and happens to at some point win a gold medal and a championship, Luka Dončić's popularity around the world will be better. But I think you're right in the sense that if Dak Prescott won a Super Bowl and Luka Dončić won an NBA championship, let's say they won it in the same year, for example, Dak Prescott would be the bigger DFW sports star. But Luka winning a championship and Dak Prescott not winning one or retiring at the same time, having not won a championship, I think Luka would have the chance to be the bigger DFW star.
It's weird.
Especially if he wins multiple championships at that, too.
I think Dirk is the greatest to ever do it in DFW at what he did. Is he a bigger, now he's not a bigger star than Emmett. Let's say you were around during the Cowboy. If you're 25 years old, 35 years old, and you didn't see the 90s Cowboys, okay, you may not feel that way. But if you saw both, I think obviously the 90s Cowboys they reign supreme. They would own the town. And I'm not saying this is right that we would put Dak over Luka if Luka wins titles and Dak doesn't. But this is just the reality, man. It's like, this is Texas. This is a football first state. It shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. It shouldn't be a surprise to anybody that the football guys are bigger. Who is even on the level? It's Nolan Ryan, like historically, on the level of a lot of, right?
Yeah, I mean, there are many when you start thinking about. And again, the question is, who will be the bigger DFW sports star over the next 5 years, Luka Dončić or Dak Prescott? And a lot of folks weighing in very passionately on the Autoflex Leasing fan text, which we'll get to here in just a moment. That Dak Prescott's ability to win a championship with America's team, I think, would beat that out of Luka Dončić winning an NBA championship. We start thinking about some of the more popular DFW sports stars, the Roger Staubachs of the world. You talked about Nolan Ryan in terms of what he did, with the Texas Rangers. There are many names that you could go down as. But what we're talking about today versus, look, all the popularity that these guys get from social media and all the things that they can earn in terms of, potential, all the endorsements and all the things that they can get, Dak Prescott would still be the bigger DFW sports star, especially, again, if he won a championship. But I think Luka Dončić has the chance to rival that, especially if he eclipses what Dirk Nowitzki did in winning an NBA championship. If Luka Dončić wins 2-3 NBA championships over the next, 5, 6, 7 years, yeah, I think and Dak Prescott doesn't win one for this team, I think Luka Dončić could be the bigger star, no matter what kind of success Dak Prescott has, especially if he doesn't win in a Super Bowl.